Okay, so let's take a look at how we're going to add new containers. So the way we do it is from the main menu here, we're going to go into the logistics section, and the logistics menu breaks down into inbound related logistics and outbound related logistics. Creating new containers is going to fall on the inbound side, and to do it you go into container maintenance. And the first option here is going to be create container. But if you wanted to, you could go into container view, and this would be a listing of all your existing containers here. If you wanted to check if the container is already in there, you might want to search by container number and see if it exists already. Or you can just go right into the create container menu here. So I'll do that. And the only required thing here is the container number. And this you're probably going to pull from your bill of lading document. Or if the vendor notifies you by email that the container, what's going to be shipped in the container, you would enter that container number here, and that's going to be your primary identifier for the container. Now, by default, the status is going to be at source. You can change that from the container information screen, but not here from the container create screen. Description is kind of a flexible field. What a lot of people will do is use this to indicate container seal number, although you can really use it for any little note or additional information that you wanted to keep about the container here in the description section. If you wanted to copy from existing containers, so a lot of times if you have multiple containers on the same bill of lading, majority of the information within that container is going to be the same. Shipping dates and bill of lading number and so on. So you can actually just go out. This is a listing of existing containers. I can grab one and copy it in, and it will pull all the information in that container into this one as well. And then I can modify it from there instead of re-entering the same information over again. Vessel, I can select from a list of vessels here, or I can add a new one. Let's say the West Virginia. A voyage number, this would typically be a direction followed by a number. And then this down here is going to be a listing of all PO shipments that have not yet been added to containers, or all PO shipments with the status of PO issued. So one thing that to note here is if you're looking for a purchase order and it doesn't show up in this list, there could be two reasons why that might be. One might be that the purchase order has not yet been issued, and the other one would be that it's already been added to a container. So these are going to be ones that have not yet been added to a container. I can search by venture number, by status, by the last time someone updated it, by vendor, by product, by quantity, by shipping dates. So the most common ways people will filter this list is by vendor. This is actually the most common. So I'll say only show me outstanding PO shipments or ventures that are associated with the vendor that starts with CAL. It returns this smaller list of items, and then I'm just either picking and choosing the specific PO shipments that I want to add to this container, or I'll say select all, and it'll check off all of the POs in that list, and then I can just say add those to container. So by saying add to container, it's going to grab the ventures that I've checked off and add them to my container. Now, this is going to indicate to me the quantity that I ordered, and then now I have an opportunity to indicate if there's a discrepancy between the quantity that I ordered and the quantity that the supplier actually shipped me. Now would be one of many opportunities to do that, but this is going to be my first chance to do that. And let's say that instead of shipping me the 20 mattresses I had asked for, he instead only shipped me 10 from that PO, and this PO, instead of shipping me the 100 that we asked for, he only shipped me 90. Now, I have an opportunity to indicate whether or not I want to create a back order for that remaining quantity. And if I have this checked off, what it'll do is add another shipment to the PO with the remaining quantity. If I uncheck this, it will essentially just change the it'll mean that the venture quantity is going to be different than the quantity ordered, and it'll keep a record of both of those things. But from here on out, essentially, you're just going to be using the venture quantity. Essentially, you're just saying close out the PO. It's close enough. So in this case, I'm going to say I do want to create a back order. Click Proceed, and then it's going to bring up this little summary screen for each venture and say that the venture quantity for 12068 star 1 star 7 will be adjusted to 10, and a back order will be created for the other 10. And then similar type message here for the other one. So if I am okay with that, I can click Done. If I want to make additional changes at this point, I can do so. But for now, I'm going to say Done. And then it's going to bring me directly into the container information screen. And we'll deal with maintaining information in the container information screen in a different video.